I think I can speak for most comic book fans when I say that typically what I want at the end of my comic book issue is for the cliffhanger that the creative team opened up to be resolved in the very next issue. However, sometimes a mystery that was opened up in one issue can be teased over the course of years. And that's exactly what happened in the case of Marvel's Avengers BC, who is a brand new Avengers team that writer Jason Aaron has been teasing more revelations about since 2017, dating all the way back to Marvel Legacy #1. Well, Avengers BC #1 is finally here, and we now have a little bit more context as to some of those mysteries Aaron has been teasing surrounding Odin and the Phoenix. My name is Ariko Braddock, and today let's go ahead and dig deep into Avengers BC #1 to kind of see how these mysteries are resolved and also learn about this essentially new team of Avengers characters. So Avengers 1 million BC #1 is written by Jason Aaron with art by Kev Walker, and there's colors from Dean White and letters from VC's Cory Petit. The cover is drawn by Ed McGuinness and Matthew Wilson. And next up, I wanted to go ahead and show you the preview for Avengers BC #1. Here's a look at the debut issue from Adventures in Poor Taste. This is the cover to the debut issue. And what I wanted to go ahead and do from here is just explain who this new team is, because it's largely sort of a new version of existing Marvel characters. So we have Odin, who is sort of the main crux of this issue. And then in front of Odin, we have the Phoenix, also known as Firehair. Over on the right, we have Iron Fist, a new version of that character. Down below, you may be thinking that this person on the bottom right is the Hulk, but it's actually Starbrand. Over on the very bottom, we have a new version of Black Panther. Well, an older one predating T'Challa, the most famous Black Panther. Over on the left, we have the Agamotto. And then in the very middle, there's a kind of an older incarnation of Ghost Rider, similar to Iron Fist and the Black Panther. And next up, I want to go ahead and read the solicitation text for the issue to give you some context behind the Avengers 1 million BC. The secret origin of Thor revealed. They are the defenders of the dawn of time, Marvel's first and mightiest legacy heroes, but their greatest secrets have never been revealed. Until now. Witness the dark events that shatter their ranks, see how their lives come to shape the entire future of the Marvel Universe, and be there for the monumental event that reunites them one last time, the true story of Thor's birth. So I want to kick off our conversation about the issue by highlighting the artwork from Kev Walker. Kev Walker is, I think, honestly, another one of these like best artists at Marvel Comics. Walker is so expressive and is so good at those big high octane action scenes married with those really strong sort of character moments, because of the level of energy that is applied to the artwork in the issue. Take a look at this page, for example. This page features all these sort of slanted panels and really puts the camera in an interesting position so readers get a great look at, everything going on in the scene currently. Over on this second page, we get sort of a glimpse of Walker's character dynamics when this page is, essentially just some captions with Firehair speaking to Odin and the rest of the team a little bit, but just the composition of how the page is structured really brings out some of the tension in the scene. Take a look at the Phoenix's kind of, angry side eye to the camera, and then Odin in the background is sort of knows that there's something wrong and she's upset for some reason. And they just do a good job, putting the subtext in the artwork itself. So big shout out to Kev Walker. There was a scene later on in the issue where Odin is temporarily happy for a few moments, and Odin looks so happy. When he's angry, he looks so angry. When he's happy, he looks like the entire world is in front of him. So this artwork from Walker really kind of makes Aaron's script come alive and kind of emphasizes so many interesting parts of the issue itself. The issue has a great, almost sort of feminist slant, which I really like, despite the fact that I'm a man and Jason Aaron is a man as well. There was a kind of a frayed relationship between Phoenix and Odin that was teased over in previous kind of issues that were leading up to the debut of Avengers BC #1. But what this issue does is show why there's so much animosity there in the first place. Aaron writes Phoenix with so much nuance in this issue, and sort of the deeper you get, kind of the more context you have and the more you understand where she's coming from. I love the fact that Jason Aaron really highlights some of the problems with Odin as a character. In a lot of Aaron's Thor work, he's particularly emphasized the fact that as a younger man, Thor was extremely arrogant, and his father was as well. The fact that Jason Aaron is like reinterpreting some of this Marvel mythology, along with Kev Walker in the issue, really kind of puts his best strengths at the forefront of the issue. I haven't been a huge fan of Jason Aaron's current Avengers run, but I love his Avengers Forever miniseries with artists like Aaron Cooter. And what that series does largely is essentially kind of reinterpret existing Marvel characters in like brand new ways. Like we have a really interesting spin on Ant-Man in the issue, and so really great characterization for Deathlock as well. This Avengers BC comic takes some of those same elements and same strengths, where we're reinterpreting, existing Marvel mythology in a brand new way to kind of play on what you like, but also kind of invert some of the subject matter to really surprise you as well. However, I don't think we can talk about this issue without talking about some of the drawbacks, because this issue really only does a good job spotlighting Jean Grey or not Jean Grey, but the Phoenix and Odin. The rest of these characters largely go unfocused on, and the fact that readers have been waiting to get closure with this team for so many years, I think rightfully will anger and upset some people. I wanted more context behind the Star brand. I wanted a little bit more characterization, with that Ghost Rider and with the full team in general. I hope there's a little bit more context like going forward, and the team is going to be able to revisit some of these same characters. At the end of the day, this is a really strong one shot here, really kind of highlighting how this team is different, what their connections are to the Thor franchise, and really kind of sharing a tragic story behind what exactly happened with Odin and the Phoenix. Well, I think that about does it for my in-depth review for Avengers 1 million BC #1. Again, we got a mouthful of a title here. Did the issue live up to your standards? Did you enjoy Kev Walker's art? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. If you like the content, why not consider subscribing to the channel? And also, since you're already here, go ahead and smash that like button as well. Thank you guys one last time, and I will see you later on this week for another excellent comic book video.